Welcome back, guys. AnimeScale here, and today we are comparing two of the brightest talents in the history of Leaf Village, also amongst the most loved characters by the fanbase. Now, as always, I want to stress that this video will be, of course, based on feats and statements, but also on my personal opinion. So if you don't fully agree with my takes, that's completely fine. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comment section at the end of the video as always, and now let's get started. As I said in the intro, Itachi and Kakashi were both incredibly talented. They could both use one change in chakra nature since they were kids, but Itachi was a bit more impressive, graduating after only 4 months from the academy, while it took Kakashi an entire year. After a couple of months, Itachi was also deserting the lessons to train with Shisui, and based on this, I'd say Itachi was slightly better. We don't have a lot to go over for the two as Genin. We just have Kakashi almost managing to steal the bell from Minato during the bell test, with the latter saying he considered Kakashi already at the Jonin level. When it comes to Itachi, we got really nothing to gauge his power level. The encounter with Obito was just unfair. Anyway, I still think Itachi would have won in a 1v1 scenario against Kakashi. We never got to see Kakashi versus Guy at the Chunin exams, but it's clear Kakashi wasn't exhausted at the end of the fight. As a Chunin, Itachi managed to keep up and defeat an Anbu Shinobi of the Leaf, a feat that far exceeds Kakashi's win against Might Guy. During the Third Shinobi War, Minato was needed in the front lines, leaving a newly promoted Jonin Kakashi in charge of his team. Here, Kakashi was already capable of using Chidori, but couldn't see properly while doing so due to the tunnel vision caused by the jutsu. As a matter of fact, Minato had to save him from a Cloud Ninja, a ninja that was arguably weaker than the Anbu fought by Chunin Itachi of the previous matchup. It goes without saying that this Itachi low diffs Jonin Kakashi. The 2-Tomo Sharingan received by Obito doesn't change the result here. Sure, Kakashi can now perform a perfect Chidori, but against Itachi with a pair of fully matured Sharingan, it wouldn't be effective. Itachi has better dexterity and can use the Sharingan for much longer. Itachi still wins, mid-difficulty. After losing 2 teammates in a short time span and his role in Rin's death, Kakashi dropped into a depression. Minato tried to help Kakashi emerge from the darkness by assigning him to the Anbu. Kakashi did really well, becoming captain of his division after a short time. This Kakashi had a complete Sharingan and started copying several jutsus with it, but as we've seen in part 1, he can't use the dojutsu for long periods. Unlike Itachi, who doesn't have stamina issues, when it comes to the standard 3-Tomo Sharingan, Itachi wins. With Itachi unlocking the Mangekyo Sharingan, it's not getting any better for Kakashi, is it? Kakashi has 0 chances of winning this fight. Even against a weaker character like Orochimaru, Kakashi could only kneel down in fear. Not long after, Itachi dealt this exact same treatment to Orochimaru, who gave up on stealing his dojutsu, running away from the Akatsuki. The same power gap is between Part 1 Itachi and Part 1 Kakashi. In fact, this fight did happen, and Itachi low-diffed Kakashi, who needed an entire week to recover from the effects of Tsukiyomi. The first time Kakashi used Kamui against Deidara, he wasn't as good as using it as he will be later on in the series. He couldn't fully control the size or the position of the portal, but he still managed to chop off one of Deidara's arms. But he wouldn't be able to do the same thing against Itachi, who was leagues above Deidara. In the Pain arc, he improved with Kamui, seeing as he was capable of teleporting a nail thrown by the Diva Path and even one of the Ashura's Path missiles. That would be enough to teleport away Amaterasu before being hit by it, but still not enough to represent a real threat to Itachi's body. Against Kage's summit Sasuke, Kakashi did react to a chakra arrow fired by the Susanoo, and this is not a small feat considering that a Kage-level shinobi like Danzo had to use Izanagi to survive the same attack. However, Kakashi has to look at his opponent in order to use Kamui, and this implies that Itachi could cast Tsukiyomi while Kakashi is attempting to hit him. War Art Kakashi can use the ability a lot more times, and he also has very good feats against the Jinchurikis. This fight is very close, considering that Itachi is very low stamina, and that he was almost blind. To me, this is a 50-50 situation where Kakashi could outlast Itachi, so let me know your take in the comments section below. If Kakashi had a chance to outlast a sick and almost blind Itachi, it is not the case with Edo Itachi. All of Itachi's weaknesses aren't there anymore. Itachi also kept up with KCM Naruto in speed and taijutsu and outsmarted the second strongest shinobi revived by Kabuto. Now, it's fair to say that Kakashi teleported a moving KCM Naruto into Obito's dimension, so it's arguable that he could very well hit Itachi with Kamui, but Itachi would just regenerate, being an Edo Tensei. On the other hand, Kakashi is not immune to Tsukiyomi and also Koto Matsukami that Itachi could use as trump cards. Itachi also takes this fight. This is not even a debate. Kakashi wins this fight with no difficulty. Remember that in this form, Kakashi not only is intangible and has a far stronger Susanoo than Itachi's, but he also has 6 paths chakra, putting him into a completely different level of power. Kakashi dealt more damage to Kaguya than both Sasuke and Naruto. Itachi loses 100% here. After losing the Sharingan, Kakashi's stamina level was definitely increased because all of that chakra that he would have had drained from using the Sharingan can be used for all the 1,000 jutsus that are still in his arsenal, and also for new jutsus developed during the time skip like Purple Lightning. However, we know that Edo Tensei characters have infinite chakra, so this doesn't make the difference against this Itachi. There are no arguments in Kakashi's favor here. He could still get trapped into Tsukiyomi or also get blitzed and sealed by the sword of Totsuka, not to mention that Koto Matsukami and Izanagi are still something that Kakashi cannot counter. Through the novels, we find out that Kakashi has continued to train even after stepping down as Hokage. In Kakashi's Retsuden novel, it is stated that Kakashi's combat power has significantly increased compared to when he was fighting Obito and Madara. In the same novel, we read that one of Hagoromo's weapons, called Suigu, was found by one of the antagonists. Hagoromo stored 6 paths chakra in the form of water release inside of the weapon, and in order to use it, you have to form a contract with the weapon itself, using 6 paths chakra in order to do so. And when it's fully unleashed, if the person can't control the weapon when it's being used, they can flood an entire country. And Kakashi, due to his chakra control and increased chakra reserves, was able to directly counter the 6 paths chakra water release that was coming out of that weapon. Now, this feat is not enough to put Kakashi at the same level of 6 paths characters, because granted, it is weakened 6 paths chakra, but even a small bit of 6 paths chakra is still a massive boost in power. With this said, I don't know if he'd be able to defeat Edo Itachi, because of all the abilities Itachi has that Kakashi is not immune to, from Tsukiyomi to Koto Matsukami. This is close, but I think Itachi can pull out a victory. So guys, this was Itachi vs Kakashi. Leave your thoughts in the comments section and subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss future videos like this one. It's AnimeScale out. Bye!